Welcome back to part 2 of Zhang Jike's live coaching on how to deal with pips out players. Missed part 1? The link is in the description below. Let's get started.
Another key point. Treat every serve like it's an attack opportunity. Don't receive it like a chop. That return was to short. You should push it deep. They won't counter loop at this point. Choppers usually don't pivot and loop right after serving. He'll return like this. He won't pivot and loop after serve. At most, maybe a rare backhand loop. Always treat the serve like a chance to attack. Loop drive against backspin. If it's a dead ball, brush the top to get it over. Think outside the box. Think back to training with a long pips player. You can still loop drive heavy backspin. But when the return is dead, you can't power through it. It's hard. Brush the top. Make sure it lands on the table. When they chop in a heavy backspin, I go for a loop drive again. That's the right way to handle it. Choppers have it tough these days. Maybe women choppers can hang in there, but not the men. Look, this ball has no spin. No need to brush, just block it and it goes over. But if they chop a heavy backspin, that's backspin. Pure backspin? Your stroke looks the same for both, because the ball she gave was soft. If she serves like that, I control the spin. If we can loop all those balls. Short pips players can't return backspin. That's different from long pips. Long pips can actually chop heavy backspin. Short pips can't, they just return no spin ball. Loop driving is one way to go. Or just push it over. If you can't read the spin, just push. Key is reading the spin. If a short pips player uses this stroke, it's 100% no spin. Try it, just push it over. Definitely no spin, don't try to loop. Push or brush it over. Give it a try. Heavy backspin? Push it. Zero spin just needs a tap to go over. Just flick it. If they use a big motion to return, and you loop, it flies out, they're trying to fool you with spin variation. If it turns into a rally, you take control. So how do you serve to short or long pips? First option, short serve to the forehand. Second, long serve to the backhand. Both are hard for them to handle. When you serve long to the backhand, short pips usually return it with backspin. Even their push gives you backspin. His match, for example, I told him his opponent was using short pips. But he thought it was long pips. Ended up netting 6 loops in one game. Unless they push like this. That's a dead ball. Right. But a normal push still has backspin. There's a pattern. Once you spot it, it's easy. Backspin? Backspin? If it's this kind of stroke, it's a dead ball. This motion can't produce a no-spin ball. This one seems spinny, but it's not. Yeah, brush the top of the ball. Like a counter loop or counter drive. That's a no-spin ball. Don't assume that if you loop into the net, you have to lift more next time. Sometimes you don't even need to loop, just brush it over. Just brush it over. They're always faking you out with their motion. But once you read the spin right, you've got them. Backspin? Can you read it? You serve. I will push it over and you loop. Serve alongside spin. Backspin? Backspin? Heavy backspin? If they see you struggle to loop it, next one's likely a dead ball. No spin ball. I sent you a dead one. This chop was definitely backspin. If you know it's backspin, why not loop drive? I told you this. This is the tricky part of dealing with short pips. That return came back fast, because short pips have shorter pimples. My fault. Did you guys notice something? Not sure about female short pips players. Male short pips players usually just brush their forehand returns. They rarely chop. If your fundamentals aren't solid, it's easy to mess up. They don't chop with the forehand. But female short pips players sometimes do. Forehand, they rarely attack from there. At least most of them don't. My mistake. Out of bounds. You looped a no-spin ball again? You misread the spin. That was backspin. You can't just brush through a backspin ball. That's backspin. Nice return with its heavy backspin lifted high. If you lift to the forehand, it's easy for them to counter loop. My mistake. Can you chop a few for me? Let me show you how to loop. Give me your paddle. Give it a try. C. I carry over dead balls. I definitely won't loop drive that. Dead balls are hard to loop hard. Move a bit closer to the table. Then it'll feel like I sent you a fastball. It's a no-spin ball. Watch how thin we brush the ball. You don't let it fly out. It either clips the edge or the net. We go really thin with our loops. Why are you swinging like it's a cleaver? We go super soft on no-spin balls like that. Really cautious. But you guys keep smashing every ball. Speed of the chop doesn't matter. Reading spin is what counts. If it's a no-spin ball and it's high, you can loop drive it. But I mean low no-spin balls. Lower than that. Those, we don't loop drive. Send over a backspin chop. Loop drive. C. The more spin, the harder I hit. To loop backspin, I might go with this stroke. Or maybe this one. But I've got to power through it. See how we lift the ball upward with force. Chop me one. Look again, we really dig the ball upward. I'll give you a fastball, you chop it back. Chop it hard. That's how you loop backspin. Now give me a no-spin push. See, this one's hard to loop drive. See, that one you can loop. Look at it. That's backspin. You can't loop drive a no-spin ball. If it doesn't look like backspin, don't loop drive. Send me a backspin chop. If the return is long, that's when I hit hard. Really brush it hard. Now push me a no-spin. If it's dead, I won't swing hard. I go softer on these balls. Chop a backspin ball. It's hard for short pips to chop back. If you loop with this kind of quality, they can only give you dead balls. They can't return it with real backspin. Looping backspin is easy. Looping dead balls is tricky. High no-spin returns are hard to loop drive. Long no-spin balls to the baseline are even harder to loop drive. But if it's backspin, it's easy to rip through. This is the secret to handling choppers. You guys keep trying to loop dead balls and fall for it every time.
If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.